was that? What about my turn signal? About lost a tire. What the? Hello YouTube and welcome back to Rellim Off-Road, and today I'm going to address an issue in this 2005 Chevy truck with that's come down with the case of the hyper flashes. And so today I'm going to show you how to fix that. We're also going to go through and hopefully first of all check the blinker fluid to make sure that's not the problem with it. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that, but I will explain to you what hyper flashing is. So when you have regular incandescent bulbs in your vehicle, and especially in the older models, when your bulb is burnt out, your relay sends a message to your computer and your turn signal indicator in your dash goes fast, which is called hyper flashing, and that's normal. That's hyper flashing. So normally what causes this, like I said, is that is there to let you know that you have a burnout bulb and that you need to replace it. But in this case, I've replaced all my bulbs in this Chevy truck to LED, and that is where my problem is. So a little bit more information: when you replace any kind of light in your car, your vehicles that are older, that didn't come with LEDs and stuff before, and you wanted to upgrade, you can do everything without having to do a lot of modifications like your headlights, tail lights, any kind of stuff like that. But anything that requires a relay where it blinks, like your turn signals, both your left and your right, will need to be, you'll have to put a resistor in there. And I'll show you what that is real quick. So this is a resistor, and this actually has to be wired in to your tail lights, or no, to your turn signals, I'm sorry, both your front and rear. So there's one thing that I learned that I made a mistake on the first time, is that each one of these will need one. So your back right and your back left, your front right and your front left will need a resistor in between on the two wires. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. The reason that mine isn't working is that I have a loose connection, and I know it's in my passenger side rear tail light. So I'm going to take that apart real quick and show you guys how to fix that, and then also just kind of give you a quick rundown on how to install that if you did change your turn signals in your vehicle and you're getting a hyper flash. So let's do it. Now you can see that this is my turn signal, the middle one, that is blinking fast. So we know that's the one that we need to check out and fix. So we'll take that apart and get going. All right, so the first thing we need to do real quick is to take out the old taillight assembly, and we'll do that real quick. Okay, so now you can see the hot mess that I got going on in here. So each one of these kits comes with a wire splicer. So instead of having to cut your wire and have to tie them all back in together, this little pigtail thing goes on there and clamps onto your existing wire and puts your other one next to it. So I did that on both these. So as you can see, here is my resistor, and it is wired in. So there's the first one, there's this side, and the black. And you can see the other one down here as well. Alright, so you can see with the light out, what the hot mess that I got going on here is. Here's the resistor. So we know that the middle bulb is the flasher, the turn signal one. So my black wire is my ground wire, so that goes into all of them. So you can see if we trace the black one, goes up here, comes out, goes into that one, comes out, goes into this one. So that's the ground one. The blue one is the one that triggers it, the flasher. That's this one. So the blue one comes up into here. So I have my pigtail connector on my black. And it's hard to see. Black ground. And then I have the other one. So black ground. And then I have the other side of the resistor that goes down into the blue. So the reason mine isn't working is because I have a bad connection. So I'm hoping that I can just take some pliers and re-crimp all of these connections just to make sure that I'm getting a better connection. It's worked for the last, I don't know, for a while, at least a year or so. And every once in a while it'll stop. And so I'm sure I just have a bad connection because these are all kind of just, I don't know, it's not really the best setup in here. But anyway, I'm gonna try to crimp those down there and then see what happens. All right, as you can see, that actually worked. So like I said before, I just had a loose connection, almost dropped down. See, now it's back again. Great. All right, so you can see one of these was messed up. So the easiest way to check this too is if you leave it on. I already knew which one mine was and which wire was because I've done this once. All right, you can see that it's fixed again. So I just had a bad connection there. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and redo these and put some electrical tape on them. Obviously there's something that's coming undone, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, so mine's all wired back up again. I tried to jiggle it around a few times to make sure that wasn't gonna come off again. So anyway, to put this back on, obviously it's the same as you did before. Stick it in there. 2 screws hold it in. Pretty simple. So as I mentioned before, I already had installed these lights on this truck, and so the fix was pretty easy. So if you want more of a detailed video on how to do this, I have another vehicle that I can put these on to show you. So if you do, just put a comment section below and I can do that. Remember that when you order these, they come in sets of 2, so make sure you get 4. So get 2 sets of each of the resistors, because otherwise you're going to get 2 and then try to wire them up and it's not going to work, and it's going to be frustrating like I did the first time. So just to let you know that everyone needs one, so that should be for them. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments section below. Once again, I'm Mike with Rellim Off-Road. Today's episode is a little different than we normally do. If you don't follow our channel, check out some of our other videos. We do a lot of off-road stuff. We rebuild Jeeps. We do a lot of things in off-road world. We go out to Moab, we go around to Kansas Rocks, Tuttle Creek here around Kansas. So anyway, it's a fun channel. If you haven't checked us out, do it below. Hit subscribe, hit like if you like the video. Like I said, drop a comment if you want to see anything else, as far as if you have any questions for how to fix your LED turn signals or check your blinker fluid.